What would it be like to run some of the coolest Hondas ever? Our job as parents is to embarrass the hell out of her. So what do we have here, babe? What happened?
Staying warm. Their outdoor wood boiler.
3 3-wheelers and a little 4-wheeler? Haha, this is gonna be awesome.
Definitely makes Mr. Ryan's Amazing World that much more amazing.
Just when you think you can't get any sexier, I tell you. Awesome stuff. Have a great day, everyone. Well, today we got a call from a tenant and there's no heat. And you can see lights blinking, boiler isn't running, it's cold. And first thing we check is if there's oil. So we come over here, this gauge is dead. And that one's 3/4 full, you can't really see it. Solid, so there is fuel. Little wood stove down here. The cool thing is there's 2 weeks left and we're buying this house, so it's like, whoa. But now what do I have to do? Well, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push and reel set this thing. Let's see if anything happens. So we're gonna push, we're gonna hold this for a while and see what happens. Sometimes it can take quite a while. Okay, by holding this long enough, it got it to kick and reset. So it took quite a while of holding that. Okay, I hear it. It's light, it lit. You can see that it's running there. There's a hard lock up. Now it's running. How long is it going to run for? And now it kicked it down and shut itself back off to a hard lockdown. Okay. I think maybe one of the first things we'll do, let's change this filter out. That's an easy one. Make sure there's no sludge and crud in there that's clogging us, adding too much resistance to it. I'll check a couple things after that. Okay, we're gonna change this filter here quick. We shut the fuel supply off. Have our filter ready to go. Gasket. No, I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, perfect. So what do you think? What's your gut?
I have no idea yet.
It smells like oil down here.
Oh, there's the problem. There's your problem.
Oh, you found the problem? What is it?
Yeah, this filter's full of all kinds of nastiness right there. So that is definitely...
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
I would doubt that.
That's not going to run at all. So, all right, good. Wow.
Well, good. I'm glad you figured it out that quick. That's what my brother-in-law's contract came and said, yeah, look, it's clogged.
This is all I've been doing lately is fixing heating systems. It's like...
Sure. Did you just get slammed with that cold?
You know what it is? I just have tenants that keep having this same issue. I have an oil tank that's outside, and it was getting water in it, and basically doing the same thing and freezing up.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a heck of a problem, and it was, an hour and a half away. I had 2 other companies come out there and deal with it just because, it's too far for me to deal with all the time. And they couldn't, they're changing other stuff and never figured out what the real problem was.
Never went out to the filter. I don't envy you that, bro. That's a mess right there. Alright, very cool. Well, yeah, just call her.
All right, no problem. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah.
So you can see what I'm trying to pull apart here. Wow. That is some nasty goop. I don't even know if I can grab it with anything. that's going to be our problem. Let me get this cleaned out and changed. All right, well, now that we have this clean, put our filter in here. Screw all this back together. Ooh. Let me clean off that pipe. This plug is nasty. Look at that. There's your problem. Gross. And we have a new sealant ring at the top for that. Watch if I can get this one off. Might not even be able to get the old one off of there. If that's the case, we might not want to put the new one on there. I think we might leave that go for now because that might be a disaster. Alright. Should be. Okay. Simple enough. All right, now we gotta hope that it's gonna draw enough. It's gonna take a while for this to pump enough fuel through to trigger it. So, I'll hold this for a while. See if she resets. Come on. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Might have to bleed some of this out. Probably should be bleeding some of this out. Let's open this bleeder. There's a little bleeder down here. We're going to open that when it's running. Let's give it to go again. See, it's keeping out some stuff there. Lots of air. We're only put on solid. Real hard to see. Okay. It'll take a couple tries to get that to go through. Okay, it just fired up, so bunch of foamy liquid comes out like that. Cool. And then she fired. So now, will she stay running? That'll be our next guess. How long will it last? I'm sure that was the problem now. Most likely this filter is going to clog up again and again. I know what happened is they ran out of fuels and they put in, a bunch, but they managed to get the goop at the bottom of the tank. So these old tanks, when they draw from the bottom, that's a possibility you're going to get that at the sludge at the bottom. And you can see, based on a couple of these old filters that are in here, they've dealt with this before. There's a whole pail of them. There's a whole pail of old nasty filters in here. So obviously that's the first sign of a problem. When you see filters like that, that's going to be it. Okay, let's check the filters. And now something like this, I would always keep, you know, a couple of these on hand, because it's a simple fix to just throw a filter in and it'll save you. Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you what it's going to cost you to have a guy come out and change just that. I mean, I had a guy come out and he put on a fuel pump that was $850, and another one, it was a burner head in there, and that was another $800. And it took, you know, minutes to change these parts. It was so far away and so inconvenient for me to do it. I didn't have a choice, but this is why I fix all my own stuff, because right there, I've been here for maybe an hour and I'm already done, and that's technically an $800 charge, which is absolutely absurd. And it's almost robbery, but then again, I smell like oil and it's gonna stink for a couple of days. Could wear gloves, would probably help. But there you have it. So, you know, pretty simple fix on this one, lucked out. Now, when we pick this place up, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm gonna take this whole thing apart and clean it like I show in another video right here, and that'll, you know, add some longevity to it and maintain the system. But overall, cool. Can't believe we're moving into this house. This is sick. So I have a whole like garage, basement to figure out and clean out and make use of. Excited. So follow along for all this.